All right, let's jump into this. Oh, it's delirium too now? Oh boy. Let's have some fun and see what happens here. A delirium, huh? Oh, he's kind of slowing me down. There we go. And we're just going to see what we can do. Some embers. Nice, a hauberk. And a torment. I guess we'll take that. And we'll take that. And an arcade map, I guess. It's not easy to pick up everything on the fly like this. This is episode 5 of the series, and there is a ton here. Oh, there's a chest up there. Oh, we'll take that. I guess we'll just pick it up. And oh, we get a shrine. I could have pumped more shrines into this, would have been interesting. And another 6-link, or no, 6-link, 6-socket. And where's the way out? Let's go up here and take a look. Each of these things that we, we'll get that one. And we'll take that. Come on. This is fun. This is a fun build. I have a good time with it. What is this thing down here? I'll take it and that, and I'll take it that. Oh, jeez. Let's go find the boss. Should be right over here. I'm guessing right there. And, oh boy. Oh, we got the number 5 on the delirium. Not bad. And this is going to be a double boss. A double boss. Interesting. And I could die here. It's a little looking a little explodey, isn't it? It feels like it was going to explode there. What about these guys? Oh, I got hit by something, but that's okay. And we'll just rebuff. I'm used to playing the ruthless mode now. Having a blast at it. And did we drop our thing? No, we haven't even dropped the what do you call it? Interesting. There it is. There's the Harbinger drop. Or not Harbinger. Delirium drop. Easy. We'll go get that boss. Oh my gosh. And let's go win this fight. Oh, it's almost done. Ooh, nice. You know, you can definitely be more careful. But let's... wow, oh my gosh. We got all kinds of stuff here. And that. I guess I'll take all this and that. And we can even check this ring and that. Let's just take a quick... So we got all this loot. I just leveled. It didn't really matter if I died or not, so I was being reckless. And let's take a look at the ring. If this is a double chaos, it could be nice. Not a good one there, but what about this drop right? The jewel right here. Increased mana, poison on it. Nah. Nice. Let's get into the episode now. I gotta take care of all this stuff now. But that's from just one. Oh, there's a couple more here. Let's take a look at those. Shock, no. I'd look for like life and good stuff like that. Not bad, but no. And nah. Okay. And this was interesting. What is that? 9 chaos, not bad. Cool. Oh, there's one more. And these could be worth a divine if, you know, if it just happened to roll correctly. Nice. And just to go over this real quick, let's see. A Val Legion, nice. Scarab, 8 kindling orbs. I think, oh, a gemling, those are nice. A bunch of the jewels, this interesting map. Did I actually finish this one? Probably, maybe not. Probably have to do that. Some more of those discernments, okay. A map, a bunch of essences. I didn't even remember picking those up. Scarab of Regency, Harbinger stuff. More of these. Oh, some splinters for simulacrums. We've got one of these dropped. It has graceful execution on it. Interesting. Tier 16 map. 4 chaos. A regal. 5 instillings. Very nice. We're going to just vendor that. This one, how much was that worth? It showed up as something. Only 1 chaos. Weird. Oh, and this is a better one. How much is this worth? Oh, it's new. I have to get an update. That's one of the new one that just dropped. Or the new, since the new update. And Resurgence? How much is that worth? Chaos? Not much. And drop that. Interesting stuff. Oh my gosh. So it's quite a bit just from one place can get you quite an entire inventory, and you're going to make probably 30 chaos, maybe 10 to 30 chaos. I don't know. It more than that. It adds up very quickly. So let's get into this episode and we'll go from there. Cool. And I left the deaths in just because that's, it's part of it. I wasn't really worried. I could definitely be more careful. One of the times I got hit by that frost explosion right around the totem. Those things can hit hard, and whatever map mods we had on the map was pretty nasty, so it got me a couple times. Nice. Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile Necropolis League. This is episode 5 in the mini-series, which is different. It's a mini-series that we went over the Cyclone of Tumult Slayer build guide for Path of Exile. So the first episode was Flasks. Second episode in the mini-series was gem setup. Third was gear. And then fourth was the passive tree. And one of the questions was which gems I was using. Right now, this one. I could upgrade this. It's corrupt, but the curse was silenced. I could definitely improve that. Here's a good one down here. This one needs to be a corrupt one as well. But basically, I look for 7% life, 6 or 7% increased max life, and then any kind of damage stuff that helps me with damage. And then we can also get corrupted ones. Now, if I got one that said corrupted blood can't be inflicted on you, I'd have a spare point here. I could take that out of there. But you can get them with corrupted blood can't be inflicted on you. So this one, plus 10 to all elemental resistances. That's a really good one. That's nice. And then the 7% increase, and then more damage, and then the 23%. I don't think I'd do any poison damage on this build, but it was there. And stuff like this costs a lot. The corrupt isn't there. Critical strike, let's say something like that. And just these alone, without the other thing on there, let's see what the price is. 50. If I put that on there, the price goes up. Maybe no match. Let's take that off and see if there's anything. There's 50 chaos. But you can see if I add that back on there, there's no way. There's none, and then there's none on the market that match this. So this is probably worth 3 to 5 divine, I'm guessing. It's a nice one. And I probably paid 2 or 3 divine for it. But let's go into the last part. This is episode 5. Let's go into the Atlas tree. What I want to cover basically is a few things that can make your mapping more, make your mapping experience go smoother. There's only a few things-ish on here that can do that. One thing is the Nico node. And it's right through here. Usually what people do to get Nico in the trade league like this, they'll get that's up to 40%. You'd push this for Delve, and you'd say, okay, look at all those spots. Well, there's that one. So we come up here and we're shooting for Nico to get in here because, you know those mounds of sulfite? There's 3 in a map. Well, you hit the first, second, and third, and you get a buff permanently for the entirety of that map for the first one, second one, and third one, and they add up to 105%, 45% movement speed, and it raises your max elemental cap from, let's say it starts at 75 and now it's 78, so it helps with defenses too. And then usually you would go up here and grab a little bit more to guarantee Nico, and then you'd come over here, and right up here is where you'd guarantee Nico for the last little bit. If you want more sulfite, you can get it there. And then the other thing is, if you want azurite, now they fixed the bug with this, so now the value of resonators has gone back up. But you used to get with the all flame of sulfite, you used to get azurite from the creatures, and that should never have happened, and that just killed the market. But now they're up to about 1 chaos again. They were down to a quarter, like 4 resonators per chaos. Now they're back up to an even chaos apiece, so that was a good bug fix. But this helps you do your maps. If you need that and you want some speed and some just quality of life, it's fun. And if you got the points to spend, and if you're having a hard time in maps, I would get this. Same thing with the shrines. So you just click on that, it'll highlight them. See how it's highlighted up here, and there's a little bit more right up here. Shrines are pretty powerful. This one increases it by 75%, these 3. So you're up to like about 1 minute and 20 seconds per shrine. This guarantees a shrine will be in your map. And then right over here is pretty cool stuff. And you're coming this way anyways for the extra quantity, and maps, scarabs and maps and all that kind of stuff. So you're coming right here, and you get 20% chance for an additional shrine 20% for an additional, and 20% for an additional. So you got a 60% chance. And then right here, 30% increased effect of the shrine buffs on you, which is great. But then on top of that, you get an additional random shrine buff. Now, if you couple that with the experience one, there's a, I don't know how much it's selling for, probably 30 to 50 chaos. There's a scarab that gives you a 30% increased experience gain per shrine buff. And you can get, with the domination on the map device, you can get up to like 10 or 11 shrines in your map, giving you double buffs. So you could have anywhere from 15 to 20 shrine buffs on you at the same time, getting you massive EXP gains. Really, really powerful. And then this one, it forces them to be magic, which drops more loot, gives more experience. So you take that as well. And then up here is the last bit of so you can get double shrines, just like that. I probably would like that, but the points I've got. So those are the two things you would want to do to make your life easier: shrines and shrines. Now, if you want to get more graveyard drops, I know in solo self-found you'd want this, and like the creatures that drop graveyard bodies things, you'd want to do this. Path of Exile regular mode, Trade League, they're not as, that I would say it's not as good, but in solo self-found it's really good, and especially in Ruthless. This one right here, 25% chance to drop double if you want more of those things, more corpses. And then this one, and then you get 4% additional chances at those things to drop as well for all these little nodes. And then this one, it's kind of interesting. This is the third one that I'll go over as far as help, like giving you a buff for the map. It's pretty cool, but it just gives you, it does exactly what it would. So it's 500 health per second for 30 seconds. It's pretty powerful, actually. I don't need it though, so I didn't take it. Those things will buff you up. Now, as far as the rest of the things, there's a few things to note here. There's these gateways. There's 3 of them on each side, and they help you get across the map. So in this case, I wanted to go over here and do this stuff over here, scarab-related stuff. So I did that. So you can get across that way if you need to hop onto the other side of the map. Here's one up here, and I think there's a third one. Where did they put the third one down? Not there. I don't see the third one. It's not jumping out at me. There's 1, 2, and 3. There should be, well, right here as well. That's one way to hop around the map. The scarab one that I noticed was the most effective was this one. It bumps them up to the next, like, you don't get the cheap ones as often. You get the better scarab drops. And then I also added a bunch of scarab drops here. And 25% chance. That's probably not that good a deal, but it's something. So I took that as well. We'll take a look over on this side. The haunted monsters, so I get more all flames. If you want more of those, you can get them right here. And then I also did the Searing Exarch, so I get more Searing Exarch related stuff by doing the Searing Exarch related things. So that's what I went. But my overall point here is, besides the things that help you do maps easier, which are Nico, the shrines, and maybe this thing if you want it, the rest of the map is all up to you. You just do what you want as far as, you know, messing around. You should have plenty of currency to do refund points. It's not a big deal to take 20 refund points and redo it. You're going to get plenty of currency to be able to pull that off. I think it's less than, I don't know, a chaos or 2 per refund point. So have fun, go to it, you know, go try Ritual out. And let's see, Ritual is up here, where all of a sudden you're doubling your points, you know, for a Ritual. All kinds of great stuff, and just have a good time with it. There's a lot of different strategies. There's some interesting things like back to the basics, where you don't have any extra content in your map, so Nico wouldn't drop. So you'd have a separate map like this that all of a sudden magnifies all the explicit modifiers on your maps, and you can really up the quantity of creatures and the modifiers on maps. So if you were to take something like this, all of these map modifier increases, and then do this one as well, you won't get any other side content in the maps, but you'll be able to get a lot of creatures, and then you can start dropping stuff that way and get more scarabs and stuff like that. I think that would work with it. I wouldn't see why not. Yeah, that would work. So you could just really start pumping out lots of scarabs and having stuff, anything. So there's a lot of different things. There's ways to... There's a ton. So I encourage you to look around in here, but those are the things that I enable to make my maps more enjoyable. That, shrines, Nico, and any other little things. But I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, let me know, and have a good one, guys. Enjoy. As far as the next step with this character would be to spend, well, you're looking at anywhere from about 150 divine, maybe more, 300 divine, on an Adorn Jewel setup where we can take his health up to 9 to 11,000, 12,000 health, and his damage goes up even higher, and it's a whole nother tier of commitment. So that's another option as well, but it's expensive. It's an Adorn Jewel, probably at the 140 to... I don't think I'll get a 150. A 150 is a perfect. I imagine they cost a mirror, so I haven't checked. But a 140 is doable, and you can get really, really good results with that as well. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask down below. Don't forget to use your other things as you're leveling along too, like Tujin. You can haggle for stuff. Sometimes he has some really good stuff over here. You could re-roll, use these coins to re-roll his inventory. You can buy new things. But he sells some good stuff. There's a frost bomb with 19% quality. Not too shabby. You might find some really good bargains in here. You might find divines for sale even for these coins. So it really is neat. There's so many different things to do. And I encourage just to explore and have a good time with the game. Have a good one and enjoy.